Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy is headed to prison. A Paris court found him guilty of accepting campaign funds from the late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi and promising to help Gaddafi improve his public image in exchange. Now he's sentenced to 5 years in prison, and surprisingly, the court ruled he will be incarcerated even if he appeals. Sarkozy maintains his innocence and says the case was politically motivated. Let's bring in ABC's Inez de la Cuatara for more. Inez, this was much harsher than expected.
Hey, Diane, that's right. Yeah, and the key piece of information here is what you just said, that he's going to have to be incarcerated no matter what happens next, even if he appeals. So he will become the first former French president to be incarcerated. Sarkozy, ever since he left office, has had run-ins with the law. He's faced a number of trials. In 2021, he was sentenced to prison as well. But in that case, he was allowed to serve that prison sentence out at home wearing an electronic bracelet. That's not going to be the case this time around. This case revolves around his time as Interior Minister back in 2005. Prosecutors claim that he struck what they are calling a corruption pact, so that he struck a deal essentially with Libyan officials, with the former leader of Libya, basically offering up diplomatic favors in exchange for campaign financing, for his winning 2007 campaign. I will say the court in the end says that it couldn't prove that any Libyan funds actually made it to Sarkozy's campaign, but they were very clear that doesn't matter here, that just the intent and what they called a corrupt scheme is what matters here. And so again, yeah, he's going to have to face 5 years in prison. He says he's going to appeal. He says he's going to fight it. He spoke to reporters as he was leaving the courtroom. He said that this was injustice. He called it a scandal. He said, if they really want me to serve time in prison, then I will sleep in a prison with my head held high. And worth pointing out, Diane, that this comes at a a dramatic time in French politics. Marine Le Pen, a leading opposition figure, the head of the far right, just a few months ago, was also sentenced to prison. She is also fighting it. We're waiting for the decision of her appeal to come through, but it's been a very tumultuous time, and I think the justice system wanting to show that no one is above the law, Diane.
All right, Inez de la Cuatara, thank you.